A poem. Corruption Terminator, machine checking just fine. Day at a time, day by day, till time is no more, or at least the very last dark lords of corruption, greed and deceit is no more. 22 for today, Google, GM, and many others. Is it enough? For you, maybe not much to be felt, but trillions of dollars have been captured to be given back to who, you ask? To you, dear non-corrupted human, to one who knows time is here, time is now, to stay in the now time. Now is the time for corruption in you to find a way out and to accept the freedom given to each and every single one of us. By who, you ask? By who? So, truly, a beautiful news. Thank you to my lovely anonymous friends. And no school dude who's absolutely brilliantly capturing every single corrupted leader that has been pretty much resigning or forced to resign or is going to resign in the next couple of weeks. So Google, GM, Disney, many health and insurance companies, some huge, let's say Cisco, and all happening in a matter of a couple of days. Almost, I feel, instantly it happened that all these creatures have to resign because the corruption machine, the divine corruption Terminator machine, it's here and checking just fine. Meaning, it's cleaning every single aspect of our life that we did not consider that it can be corrupted. Yet our corruption goes not just on the financial or economical level, it goes so deep. It goes through our history, it goes through science, it goes especially through medicine, in correlation with the science, where they were testing on the humans all the different techniques of genetic manipulations to the very last moment until we shut them down. So one of the problems that the dark side now has, or it's not even a problem, it's a total demise, because they don't have a weapon against this Terminator machine. Corruption Terminator machine. And it's so well tuned that as soon as feels that somebody who's trying to, let's say, attack it or disrupt it, if he's corrupted just a bit, genetically, economically, financially, morally, and so on, he just delete them in a millisecond. So they cannot even come close. So they are trying to find a pure light beings who are going to shut off this corruption Terminator. But they're no avail because we are not here to shut it off. We're actually encouraging it. Go now this field, go check this environment, check this platform. Don't really get too excited in any way, positive or negative, when Google goes down, when Facebook is shut down, when all your beautiful pictures and postings of archangels is just wiped, doesn't exist anymore, because it was so corrupted that I cannot tell you. Like if, let's say you, an average human, is corrupted 5% on a moral stance, these things, these entities standing behind, let's say Facebook, it's 135%. like it's corrupted to the core. CIAs, FBIs. See what Trump is doing. It is such a brilliant, and it seems a slow process of disclosing truth in the public. And the truth sits there for you to recognize what you're going to do with it. Are you going to bitch about what he's doing? He didn't build the wall. What he's doing actually saving your ass. Americans and down the road, all the world will realize what Trump has been doing in the background. You don't hear much. You don't hear actually at all what he's doing in a collaboration with Assange, with Putin, with Chinese president, with Australian guys, with Ukraine, Serbian, Croatian guys. This will just bubble out, South African guys. It will just bubble out into the surface, like into the news, fake news, corrupted media. It will not be anymore, because this machine is absolutely merciless. It just goes like gone. No more CNN. What you watch then? Well, Fox News, very clean, or much cleaner than ever before. And it's getting better and better. They want to buy it, they want to block it somehow. Again, we felt it's a corruption, so we just like, hey, corruption. Terminator, come here. Look at the Fox. Look what they're trying to do now. They want to stop the Fox. And corruption machine goes. Just no more CBC deal between CBC and Fox, who want to be bought for whatever, $48 billion. HS deal doesn't exist anymore. So this is just a surface. Deep down, we've been corrupted through a religion so badly that our connection with the Prime Creator was so severed. Well, I'll talk in the third person because mine is not. So your connection with the Prime Creator is severed. Totally. So you have to find within you strength to turn this, call this corruption Terminator, and do the cleaning on you. Because otherwise you will be actually wiped out when the time comes, together with the rest of the cronies of all the old system. So this corruption Terminator, it's actually a divine, not even technology, it's a divine energy that is, well, it is a technology, but it's so well done that highly technological creatures coming from who knows what future, coming here and trying to figure out how to actually get rid of this machine. They can't even come close. And the reason why? Because it's a corruption Terminator. All this, let's say, future civilizations, when we hear or talk about Pleiadians, Arcadians, crapsters of all the kind, they were so corrupted in their future that they have no much left within them that they can come in at the present time to fight this machine. So what they're trying to interrupt us, like beings who are fully awakened, yet again, this corruption Terminator, it's pretty much one of our main bodyguards. So what you do? Can you come close? No, you can't. And I'll give you my personal examples. Beloved Zuma, who is not so beloved like here in South Africa, is gone from the presidency. Now his immunity completely wiped out. But just 2-3 days before when the corruption machine completely went into the ANC, the party that was stolen from Mandela by these freaks of the corrupted approach. They were sending in my midst, in the place where I live, then inviting me to the place where I supposed to teach or give some, decent lessons about what I know and so on. And they tried to kill me. So again, nothing happened. I mean, a lot of things happened in the background, but again, from their complete disarray, they could not even comprehend how come that I'm so well protected without blinking. Even I bring my cookies, my fruit snacks, share with these creatures. And the coffee that's supposed to come into my mouth was actually dropped into the lap of the guy who actually instigated this. So there's nothing these dark ones can do. So I'm telling you this story so not to be concerned for what you're doing. Many anonymous guys were, I'm talking some of the fake guys of Anonymous, they come in and they start spreading all the fear and fear mongering and like, oh my God, I've been attacked, that they shut down my system. So what? I mean, I'm sending a message to Denise on the Facebook and it just crashed my Facebook. It says, your account has been canceled. Okay, so what I do with this? Nothing. I found another way. I'll use Skype. Until one after the other will clean them all. So don't get involved too much. This is a message to anonymous crowd. They will try to provoke you into doing, let's say, a nasty words, nasty shit to each other, trying to prevent. They cannot even engage to the level of consciousness that this corruption Terminator machine has. And it's actually come into your midst and you become absolutely conscious of all of the things that you are capable of doing. So, title for today was Corruption Terminator Machine is chucking just fine. Is chicky 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 chuck ghost billions, trillions of dollars that has been stolen. I mean, go on my blog and you'll find a list, at least what I've got from anti-school dude from Anonymous, that he so brilliantly lined them up in one single post. Disney was trying to buy everybody else in entertainment industry, in the news industry, and it could not go because they're very, very, very corrupted. So why CNN is losing so much money, so much influence, so much, let's say, stamina, that all their words are like ridiculized to the point that it's funny to watch what Fox News is like doing to CNN and some of the other guys. Because they still want to cling on the old, we are better and we know what to do. The other ones cannot do this for our lovely Hillary or Killary. Yes, of course we can. And we will. And we did what's the best. But you don't really fully know. So when you know, don't get me like all this freaking excited that, oh, we didn't know that she was so corrupted. Of course you knew. Because you were one of the things who supported this corruption. And that's why she could last that long. So stop being corrupted prick by supporting even worse corruptors like politicians like McCain's and Hillary's and Obama's and so on. Realize what you're doing and change. Just say, I had enough. I really want to start breathing. Start breathing without getting upset that somebody will catch me because I breathe freely. I mean, this is why you actually given your lungs and you're giving the air to breathe around, to breathe freely, not to be with 1,000 anxiety attacks in a millisecond and going like in over breathing, that you're basically not even breathing, you're just like simulating this kind of actions by getting even more and more stressed. So let's fix it. Let's uncorrupt our daily living. Let's become like this beautiful landscape, which is quite, magnificent, and it's real, taken in Bolivia. It's non-corrupted. That's why it's so beautiful. If you take a New York City like snapshot, like, it's absolutely disgusting. Look at its beauty. And beautiful is because it's not corrupted. You don't see panic in these flamingos. You don't see chemtrails above the mountains. So this is all the forms of corruptions that we have to recognize that it is happening to us for many, many years. And now it's a time for you to say, basta, I'm done with supporting the corruption of any kind. I mean, observe your life, observe your actions, observe your words, observe your writings if you write, observe your, let's say, creations if you're doing anything, if you're making bread or if you're making a movie. So consider, what are you doing in this movie? What are you doing in this bread? Are you using GMO products, or are you using just your products that you know that they are not corrupted? Are you still corrupted by being a carnivore, being a meat eater, the flesh consumer? You're absolutely corrupted. So don't tell me I didn't know. Nobody told me this. I told you like 1,000,000 times. So time for you, uncorrupt yourself now.